Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another day of showing you how I track my daily macros and make my meals throughout the day. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to put that together. Do me a favor, as usual, before we get started, if this video is helpful for you, if it teaches you or shows you something of value, hit the like button for me if you would, maybe even the subscribe button while you are there hanging out. So gonna put this together. Today is a little bit strange because yesterday I put my meal together just as I normally would, and I had my entire day planned out. And then I went to work and they decided to get White Castle. So I ate a bunch of White Castle for lunch. I'm not one to decline meals that I like, even if it screws up my daily plan, because I know I can just come back the next day and get right back on it. But you know, coming back that next day for me is almost like therapeutic or cathartic or whatever the word is there, because it's sort of like a signal that lets me know, like, it's not that hard to, you know, you can do something like that that's not planned and what some people might consider messing up or falling off the train or whatever. It's really not. And getting right back into the habit of doing the plan again the next day, you know, sort of mentally helps keep you in that space of like, I'm still working towards a goal. Just because I ate something that wasn't on the plan doesn't mean the plan is ruined. So, you know, I really enjoy these types of days more so after sort of a cheat day or a cheat meal, because it's back into the process, just making sure that the process is still in place. So that's it. So let's get started on that. Very excited, and let's see what I'm gonna eat today. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I built today's meal plan. As you can see here, I'm already done with this. Already been built out, and based off my total numbers here at the end, really kind of right where I want to be on every single day, which is I want my total calories to be just a little bit over, but less than 50 total. So you can see it's just 4.8 calories over. That's great. I want my protein to be over just a little bit, and my carbs just a little bit, and my fat just a little bit short. So this pretty much lines up exactly the way that I would want any typical day to go. So here's how I did this, how I built today's. As normal, every single day, the first thing I put on my plan is my pre-workout and my post-workout. They consist of almost the exact same thing, which is a scoop and a half of my whey protein, and then my pre-workout has a third of a cup of raisins. You can see there that nice 40.92 count of carbs for the raisins, which is a nice carb boost about 30 minutes before I work out. My post-workout I take within 30 minutes of my workout ending, another scoop and a half of the whey protein, and between the raisins and the wasabi peas, it's 92 total grams of carbs, which is fantastic. Another carb spike after I work out. I've calculated those carbs based off of the bigger, leaner, stronger formula for pre and post-workout carb intake, which is based on your total weight. You can check that out, Google it, etc. For breakfast, let's look at the first meal of the day. Pretty much my standard. I went with the liquid egg whites. I did less than I normally do. This is the first time in a long time I've only done 1 cup, which is 16 tablespoons. And then the 2 slices of 2 slices of Ezekiel bread toasted, and then the Greek yogurt. And so there's my total count for my breakfast, which was 373 calories, 48 grams of protein, 39 of carbs, and only 1 total gram of fat. Now, one of the things I've realized here is the way that I do my breakfasts, if I do something like this where it's only 1 gram of fat, it's actually hard right now for me to make up the rest of the fat that I'm supposed to get throughout the day, because it's basically I'm starting with only 1 total gram. So, and you'll see how that plays in just a little bit. Let's look at lunch though. Almost the exact same thing I have every other day. It's my pouch of Uncle Ben's Minute Rice with, I did 3 grams or 3 ounces of the chicken breast shredded, did some salsa, put a half a can of black beans in there, and then of course my Greek yogurt, which is the non-fat plain, because it reminds me of sour cream. And then I did two cheese sticks today. This is where I started to kind of realize I was gonna have to start making up my fat for the day. You can see there the 2 cheese sticks totaled 14 grams of fat. So I'm starting to kind of work on that. That total meal had 20 grams of fat. Still had a long ways to go. I think I had another 60 grams or so. Let's skip the snacks for the moment. Let's go to dinner. Pretty simple. I did 2 cups of raw cauliflower. It wasn't raw, actually it was cooked, but we're gonna count it. And 1 patty of buffalo chicken. It's the vegan Morningstar buffalo chicken patties. So pretty lean dinner, but it left me quite a bit of calories that I had to make up on snacking throughout the day. So what I did is I did a banana for some carbs, protein bar, which is the 1 bar, 2 Pop-Tarts, which typically I don't put in my meal, but it fits my numbers for today, so they get added in. A protein cookie, that's one of those Lenny's and Larry's protein cookies, which is like 450 total calories or something, so it's a nice amount of calories for that. And then another 1/3 of a cup of raisins. So even with all of those snacks and my 3 meals that I did throughout the day, I'm still right where I want to be on my total numbers for the end of the day. So if you have any questions on how I built this plan, or just questions in general, shoot me a message, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you after my workout.
She fakes like 20, but she's 17. And that's a lonely place to start. A dose of cocaine has her begging for more heaven, please. 'Cause she can't find her